The Gina and Maddie podcast.
All right, let's get into some news that Suze didn't use. Actually, I know this might be a bit triggering for you, Gina, but
Yeah. That's not the one.
this isn't the one?
It's fine.
The ABC, what, isn't there an ABC thing? Because it's come back. This
Yes.
is what's happened. So after 20
Yes.
years in hiatus, they've brought back the original theme song for the ABC News.
Nah,
What's
not
the one?
Not telling you, because then you'll play it and you don't understand. I have a massive phobia about it. That's not it. Yeah, I should tell you that's it. See, it's not bothering me. I've still got my headphones on.
Not this one by
Nah.
Pendulum?
No, I quite like this one.
Went to number 11 on the Hottest 100, this one. Yeah, 20 years after. They
back.
got rid of it. They brought it back, which is great. Everything's old as new again.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran has become the latest A-lister to buy into a football team after acquiring a minority stake in Ipswich Town. How good is this? Now, the ultimate dream is just to get rich and then buy into your favourite footy team.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How good. Sheeran grew up in West Yorkshire, in Suffolk. He's been a lifelong fan of the Tractor Boys. He's been a shirt sponsor for them since 2011, and now he's bought a 1.4% into the club. So, not really like
Not
the
a lot.
boss.
How
But
much
enough.
would that cost him?
Oh, it would be a lot. Like those teams cost a fortune.
Yeah.
So, but probably not enough for him to notice.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a voting shareholder or a board member, but part of the agreement is he's going to get long-term use of an executive box at the ground. Like, that is the best.
Wow.
And a parking spot.
Perfect.
So good. That's my favourite part about what I do for football teams and sporting events
Yeah.
is the parking spot. You see everyone is like, and I just drive straight into the stadium, get the park. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you very much. Also making news today. This one blew my mind. It's a bit sporting related today, but that's all right. Two-time Olympian Matthew Richardson, who picked himself up 3 medals at the recent Paris Games for Australia, has now defaulted and he's going to race for Team Great Britain.
What?
This has been in the works since March this year, apparently, and he's gone, yeah, it's a personal choice. I've made a careful consideration of my career and future. Not something I decided on quickly or easily. Not quickly. No, he still went over there in the green and gold.
Yeah.
Took
so has
someone
he got
else's spot.
Dual citizenship or something?
He was born there and moved to Australia when he was 8.
Oh.
And he's going, you know what, if I want to get better at cycling, they've got more money, it's better funded. So see you later, thanks for coming. And all I can say to Matthew Richardson is... Get out! Get out! Leave your tracksuit, give it to Ray Gun, and get out of here. Outrageous.
That's a big call right after the Olympics. Isn't
And
it?
just quickly on Ray Gunn, there is buzz. Now, for some reason, she made an appearance at the Logies, which I found was so strange, up on the big screen doing some recorded message. And I thought there was going to be some sort of joke element to it.
Yeah.
And there wasn't. It was just like, thanks for your support, really weird, cool. But she has caught the eye of TV producers. Word on the street that I am hearing is she will be now going into I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here the next season. She will be in the jungle. They've thrown a fair bit of coin at her to go into the jungle and do some breakdancing with some,
Monkeys.
monkeys and some,
Good on her.
bull testicle smoothies and all that kind of gear. But yeah, I think they're getting as much as they can money together to throw
Good
it at
on
her
her.
to hear her story. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is the news that Suze didn't use.
Gina and Maddie.
Jackie, when he was a baby, like he was brand new, my girlfriend came over and said, "Oh, well, change his nappy," and he pulled his legs back and went, "Squirt."
Oh God, the kids have pooed on me
Even in
heaps.
her
Actually,
mouth.
yeah, I've blocked that trauma out. I've been shut on heaps by the children. Absolutely.
There's a superstition that believes if you're unfortunate enough to get pooed on by a bird, it's actually a sign of good luck.
It's rubbish. Absolute
no,
rubbish.
And
It's
many
rubbish.
many cultures and religions think being pooed on by a bird is thought to be a surefire sign of abundance and prosperity coming your way.
It's just to make you feel better about having poo on you. That's
Do you think?
all that is. That's
no,
rubbish.
I believe all those superstitions.
If there's anyone listening that has gone, I've just been pooed on by a bird, and
Yeah.
then something awesome has happened
Won
to
the
them that
lotto?
day, you give us a call because it's not true. Dawn's on the phone in Arara. Hi, Dawn.
Good morning. How are you both?
Morning,
Really good, Dawn. What's going on in the poo world for you?
What's happening in the pool? Well, when I was very young, we had to do a competition and try and win the name of Fairy down at Manly Wharf.
Oh, yeah.
We had the opening of Bob Hawke doing it, and we actually got to name the Narrabeen Ferry. And whilst I'm standing in the crowd near Bob Hawke, the next minute I just had this big seagull do a massive poop dollop all over the back of my head. My parents saw it. Bob Hawke saw it. It was quite hysterical.
Any boss whose sacks of work have been pooed on by a bird is a bum torn. There is so much to unpack about your story. There is so you named the Manly Ferry the Narrabeen, is that right?
Our school, yes.
Your school
Your school.
did. What school was that?
Narrabeen Primary.
Okay, well, that makes sense then, doesn't it? It'd be weird if you went to Collaroy Primary and you called it the Narrabeen. That's incredible, Dom. What a lame claim to fame. I love that. Thanks for your
I know,
call.
it's awesome.
It's so good, but you still got pooed on by a bird, which is amazing as well. And the Prime Minister saw it.
Right in front of Bob Hawke.
Yeah.
That's even better.
So good.
That's quite the story. You wouldn't think you'd get an opportunity on the radio today to tell people that you stood beside Bob Hawke and got pooed on by a seagull.
And I don't know if we're going to get one better, but we can try. Jerry in Lake Macquarie. Hi, Jerry.
Hi, how you going?
Probably better than you, considering you've called up to tell us when you've been pooed on.
Yes, Monday I'm a school teacher and it was about 8 minutes to the bell and we were sitting on the floor doing some reading and a student stood up. He was in front of me and just let one rip and it went everywhere. He had gastro down my arms.
I'm
I've got the weakest stomach, Gina, and I'm dry reaching.
Oh, no.
Jerry, I'm guessing you don't teach year 11.
Year 1.
Year 1.
the poor little fella.
No. And he is just going to be known as Poopy Pants for the rest of primary school. You know that, don't you? Like, how do you... You'd have to leave school. You'd have to change schools.
Oh, the poor little kid.
Was he all right, Jerry?
Well, I told my class to get outside quickly. I told him to stay inside. I washed my arms, literally scrubbed him like a doctor, and then called for assistance, and he was crying.
Oh.
His mum come, and then he's off for 2 days, and he's back Thursday, but even the kids was yesterday wasn't mentioned.
Oh,
It
how
was
good.
just-
Jeez, it's not like the
Right.
80s, that's for sure. Skickle these days. God, you would have copped it for years if it was back in our day. Thanks, Jerry.
I don't
Really
think it's
appreciate
lucky
it.
if someone else's kid poos on you.
No, I don't think it is.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.